This is the Roll Organiser by Threaders for Crafters Companion in our gorgeous Fabrikit box. So you're getting everything that you need inside the box. So you're getting the full instructions, you're getting your matching thread and your ribbon, just enough wadding for this Roll Organiser, and you're getting the Fabrikit panel itself. There we go. So everything here you just cut out and stitch to make this beautiful fabric roll organiser. So I've cut all the pieces out. Here's the pocket, this is the lining, and this is the front of the roll organiser. Now I've put the wadding on the front of the roll organiser. You may wish to put it on the lining, and there is a choice being able to do that. So it's entirely up to you the look you want to get. So the first thing you need to do is to actually do the seaming or the top stitching on your pocket. So you're just folding over, I think it's about 1/2 centimetre. Let me check the instructions for you. Make sure we're doing this all correct. Yes, 1/2 centimetre and then 1/2 centimetre again. So I'm just going to do that first. And then this is a nice little top stitch. Now you could just do one line of top stitch, or you could do two. Now you might want to tack this down, pin it, use your clips. I'm just doing this by eye. No need to do a locking stitch. That's the first piece done. A lovely top stitch, and you might want to do another row just for it to look pretty. So then what we need to do is actually line up our pocket with the lining of our roll itself, the organiser roll. Now you might want to pin this together. Now what we need to do is mark where our pockets are going to go. Now this is where we've left this entirely up to you of the depth of the pocket or the width of the pocket. So I'm just going to get my ruler and my pen, and I'm just going to mark off where I think I want my pockets. So the heat erasable pen is always very useful, and the ruler is excellent because it gives us a nice straight line. Now don't forget, you're going to be using a seam allowance. You're going to lose about 1/2 centimetre this side. So let's just draw a line here. So that's our first one, and let's just move our cup out of the way. We could measure it, couldn't we? Let's say 3 inches there. And again, if you get everything lined up, so you've got the line of the ruler going along the line of the top of your pocket, that should be fine. And then we'll do a different size, or let's do 4. We'll use our clips out of the way and do one there. Again, line everything up. So we've got sort of medium-sized pockets here and here and here, little one there. Let's divide that one up. So if we take off 1/4 of an inch, that's about 3 3/4. So let's do one at 2 inches. So 2 inches there. So that could be, if it's for our makeup, it could be for our brushes. If it's for our sewing stuff, it could be for our smaller scissors. I'm quite liking the look of that. Now all you need to do is top stitch along those lines. So I'll bring my machine in. Make sure all your edges are meeting. You might want to clip it there again. There we go. Now you need to do a locking stitch here, because that's going to take a little bit of pressure when you put something in the pocket. So nice locking stitch all the way down. There we go. And again. Just 2 more to do. We'll take our clips off. It's lovely when you've drawn the line, it makes it really easy. For ease, I'll just go up with that. So we're just going to do a locking stitch at the end. So that is our pockets done. we go. So that's the pockets done. So you can see all the different widths we've got there. So now all we need to do is pop our front piece down, and in the actual kit itself you do get some ribbon. Now the ribbon is for tying around the outside of the actual roll organiser. So here's our ribbon. There we go. What you need to do is just encase that in the side seam. So I've made a little crease mark where the middle of my short side is. So I'm folding my ribbon in half and I'm putting the fold for the seam there. So that fold is going to be encased in that seam, and we can clip that to make sure it stays in place. Let's just do that. Pop a little clip there, you can pin it. So when I bring my front piece over, I can pin that in place as well. So what I'm going to do now is go all the way around all four sides, leaving a little opening. Now it's entirely up to you where that opening is, but just a little opening for turning. So just hold it with my clips. So I'll do my opening across the top there. So bring the machine in, and you're going to do a seam allowance of 1/2 centimetre. So do a back stitch there, just locking those stitches in place. So all we need to do now is clip our corners. Turn right side round and give it a really good press. Let's just turn that round so you can see what it looks like before we press. And this is where you need a lovely big knitting needle, big thick one, to get into the corners. There we go. Oh, I've got a knitting needle now. It's handy when you've got a glamorous assistant. What you could do is trim some of that fleece down so it's not so bulky in the seams. So this is what it looks like, okay, before we've pressed it. And there's, you've got your pockets there. So I've used my scissors as a guide so you can see. There we go. There we go. Lots of different pockets to put things in. So I'm going to go away, give this a good press. I'll come back and I'm going to top stitch it. So now I've actually given it a really good steam press. I've actually closed the opening there and put a couple of clips there just to hold it in place. And now I'm going to top stitch all the way around. Now what you could do at this stage is also do a little bit of quilting on the front of the fabric as well, just to join all those layers together. That's entirely up to you. So all I need to do now is run this around the machine with a little top stitch. I'm going to lengthen my stitch to about just over 3. That's a personal thing. I just love a top stitch to be a little bit bigger than the regular stitch. So when I come back to where I started, I'm just going to run my stitches just a little way over the top. Just give that a little snip and a tidy. There we go. Now we're ready to put things in our pockets. So maybe put our pens in there. Maybe our scissors in here. Little scissors in there. Maybe even a few quilting clips. We can pop those in. And got a little reel of thread there. Look, that will just fit in there a treat. Then all we need to do is just roll that up. Oh, we could put some clips in there, didn't we? Roll it together, bring our ribbons around, and a little tie. And there we are. That's our roll organiser completed.